What is Ways and Means Advance Mechanism, under which the Reserve Bank of India provides short-term credit facilities for state governments as well as the central government? In the wake of COVID-19 spread and the imposition of national lockdown, along with general public, even the central government as well as state governments are badly affected when it comes to their fiscal position. On one hand, the revenues of both central government as well as state governments have gone to a record time low because of the economic slowdown. On the other hand, the expenditures are ever increasing because the governments have to establish new hospitals particularly dedicated for coronavirus patients, bring in new schemes which are particularly aimed at the vulnerable and poor sections of the society, and also ensure that the country and the economy as a whole keeps running. During these difficult times, the banker of the governments, that is the Reserve Bank of India, has come forward to help the economy as well as the governments. Since the announcement of lockdown, many such measures have been announced by the Reserve Bank of India, which include cutting down the interest rates, infusion of fresh liquidity into the economy, imposing moratorium on the EMIs that you have to pay, etc. And alongside, as the central banker of this country, it has also come to the rescue of both state governments as well as central government by making significant changes with respect to the Ways and Means Advance Mechanism. Now, in general, we all know that under Ways and Means Advance Mechanism, the RBI provides some funds to the governments. But what does it exactly mean? What are the interest rates charged on this? What is the overdraft facility associated? And how this system has evolved? Let's discuss in today's discussion. The discussion shall go like this. Firstly, we'll understand what is the Ways and Means Advance, when was it brought, what are its key features, what is the interest rate being charged, and what is the overdraft facility and what is the interest rate on the overdraft. Further, we'll understand about the evolution of Ways and Means Advance Mechanism, why was it brought and what it replaced. So once you're thorough with the basics, you'll be in a better position to understand the context, that is, in which context the Reserve Bank of India has announced some measures with respect to the Ways and Means Advances. But before going further, try to solve this question. Consider the following statements. 1. State governments can avail funds from RBI under WMA mechanism, that is Ways and Means Advances mechanism. Statement 2. The limits for WMA are mutually decided by the RBI and the Government of India. Which of the above statements is or are correct? So, by the end of this discussion, you should be in a position to correctly answer this question. And you can comment your answers in the comment section below. So, what is Ways and Means Advances? Please note that they are temporary loan facilities provided by RBI, that is the Reserve Bank of India, to the governments. This includes both the state governments as well as the central government. Why these advances are made? To enable the governments to meet temporary mismatches between revenue and expenditure. So key things to remember here are, firstly, Ways and Means Advances are temporary credit or loan facilities. They are temporary in nature and they are given by the Reserve Bank of India. To whom? To both central as well as state governments. And why? To meet temporary mismatches between their revenue and expenditure. Now you might ask one question. Why do these temporary mismatches happen in the case of center or state governments? Let us understand this by taking the example of the central government or the Government of India. Basically, to run the country, the government machinery needs funds, and these funds are raised in the form of revenues. These revenues may be from the taxes, dividends from the public sector units, or the interest rates on the loans advanced by the central government. And every year in its annual budgets, the central government speaks about its revenues as well as its expenditures. So it is precisely mapped, the sources of revenue and the areas of expenditure. But there are certain situations wherein the revenues of government fall and parallelly the expenditures rise, and precisely such situations cause temporary mismatches between the revenue and expenditure for the governments. And hence, to meet such temporary mismatches, the RBI advances credit facilities under Ways and Means Advances mechanism. And the next question we have is there any interest rate applicable on such advances made? And is there any time duration during which the amount has to be repaid back to the RBI? The answer to the first question, that is on the interest rate, yes, the government makes an interest payment on the amount it has received. But the point to note here is that the interest rate is same as the repo rate. And the time duration or tenure is 90 days or 3 months. So this means typically the government can avail the immediate cash from the Reserve Bank of India at the existing repo rate under the WMA mechanism. But it has to return this loan within 90 days. What happens when the government is not able to return this amount in the stipulated 90 days time period? See, in that case, if it exceeds 90 days, it would be treated as the overdraft. So, when the governments, that is the central government as well as state governments, exceed the 90 days period, then it is called as overdraft. Well, the important point to note here is that this overdraft facility is different for central and different for state governments. That is, the overdraft facility available for the central government is for a period of 10 days, whereas for states it is 14 days. This means over and above 90 days, the central government has to repay the amount within 10 days. This is called as overdraft time period, and for state governments it is 14 days. And most importantly, the interest rate charged on overdraft is 2% above the repo rate. So what is the general interest rate on the ways and means advances? It is the repo rate, which is presently 4.40%. Then what is the interest rate on overdraft? It is the repo rate plus 2%, which means it is presently at 6.40%. What have you understood so far? Firstly, ways and means advances are temporary loan facilities provided by RBI to governments, both central as well as state governments. And further, they carry an interest payable which is same as the repo rate, and the tenure for repayment is 3 months, exceeding which is called as the overdraft. And the overdraft facility for the central government is 10 days, and for state governments it is 14 days. And the interest rate for overdraft is repo rate plus 2%. And the next question we have is, how are the limits for WMA decided? See, the limits for WMA are mutually decided both by the RBI and the Government of India. So what it means is, decisions with respect to the ways and means advances cannot be taken unilaterally by the Reserve Bank of India. It takes on board the central government of India to decide about the limits. However, the state governments have no role when it comes to deciding about the limits for ways and means advances. And the next question we have is, why should the central bank be worried about the credit mismatches of state governments or the central government? So basically this function is necessitated by section 21 of the RBI Act. To put it in simple terms, the Reserve Bank of India acts as debt manager as well as banker to the center as well as state governments. Besides this, Section 17 Clause 5 also authorizes the central bank to lend to the center as well as state governments. There are basically two types of WMA facilities available for the state governments. One is the normal WMA and the second one is special WMA, which is also called as the special drawing facility. The basic difference between these two is that in case of the special drawing facility, the credit is advanced against the collateral of the government securities held by respective state governments. And interestingly, the interest rate on the special drawing facility is 1 percentage point less than the repo rate. Well, please note, there is a limit on the special drawing facility which can be availed by state governments. So what happens when the SDF facility is exhausted by the state government? In such cases, the states are provided with a normal ways and means advances. Here, under WMA, that is under normal WMA, the amount that will be provided to the state governments is decided based on 3-year average of actual revenue and capital expenditure of the respective state. And the rate of interest in case of normal WMA is same as that of repo rate. And like we discussed earlier, the withdrawal above the WMA limit is considered an overdraft. And a state government's account can be in overdraft for a maximum period of 14 consecutive working days. Now we know what is WMA, what are its key features, how the rate is decided upon, what is overdraft facility, and what is the interest rate charged on overdraft. And I hope we are also clear with the difference between WMA for the center and the WMA for state governments. Now let us briefly look at the evolution of ways and means advances mechanism. See, the WMA scheme for the central government was introduced on April 1, 1997. Then what was the facility available for governments to borrow money before April 1, 1997? Earlier, we had something called as ad hoc treasury bills, which was in place for nearly 45 years. And these ad hoc treasury bills were used to finance the short-term borrowings of the central government. But this facility went on to become unsustainable and unstable in the long run, because whenever the center needed money, it issued T-bills and raised some money. And the amount of money raised under this measure kept on increasing with the successive governments. And ultimately, the burden was felt by the Reserve Bank of India. And to ease the situation, it took the route of debt monetization. And ultimately this led to higher inflation, because debt monetization leads to an increase in total money supply in the system and hence inflation. And hence on April 1st, 1991, the government decided to do away with this mechanism and ultimately bring the Ways and Means Advances mechanism. So now with conceptual clarity, you should be able to understand the context clearly. So the context here is the Reserve Bank of India has raised the WA limit for the Union government to 2 trillion rupees. That is for the first half of 2020-2021. Previously this limit was 1.2 trillion rupees and before that it was 75,000 crores. Now even before this, the WMA limit for states was increased by 60% over and above the level as on March 31st, 2020. And temporarily, the Reserve Bank of India has also decided to increase the overdraft time period to 21 days from the present 14 days. So with this context in mind, quickly recap everything that is related to the Ways and Means Advances mechanism. That's it for today guys. Thank you.